Hello, YouTube world. Head Kirkpatrick. Thanks for stopping by. Night story. Hold on to your seatbelt. It's a long ride. It's a success story. But kind of gets a little long, but anyhow. Years ago, there was this feller. He got called up, served in World War II. Got out of service in 1947. Got married, like most of the soldiers did coming home. And he was trying to find something to do. And he was a mechanic in the Army. He run across Mr. Goldstein, who had a for rent sign out in front of a service station. He had a garage on it, like the old service stations used to be. So he called Mr. Goldstein up and met down there and wanted to know how much, it'd take to rent the place. He didn't care about pumping gas. He wanted a place to work on cars. Mr. Goldstein, well, I'll lease it for, $400 a month. And $400 back in those days is probably around $4,000 today. Anyway. And he said, oh boy, I don't know if I can ever come up with that. All I need is a place to work on cars. Mr. Goldstein said, well, I'll tell you what. He said, I'll make a deal with you. He said, you pump the gas and you can work on cars. But you pump the gas and take that money, and then whatever you make working on cars is what you make. In other words, we're swapping out. I'll give you a place, pay the light bill. You just pump my gas. And then in your spare time, you can make whatever money you want to make in this garage, but you can't keep but 2 cars here at a time. I don't want to jump the place up. I want people to be able to pull in and out of here. Gas in them days 33 cents. So anybody pulled up, said they want $5 or more, $7.50 probably fill your tank up. Anybody pulled up said they want $5 or more, or said fill her up. Well, this is back in the day, man pumped the gas at the gas station. So if you did that, he'd say pop the hood and check the oil, and while the gases are pumping, because he didn't have to worry about watching the meter. At 33 cents, it takes a long time to get to $5. Anyhow, so he had time to check the oil, air pressure on tires and everything, check windshield wiper fluid. And, the old trick was, a quart low. But anyway, so he found out real quick he didn't have time to work on cars. And then what little time he got, he had to order a part. So pull that one out of the shop and try to get one more in the shop. He made a little bit of change, pocket change, changing flat tires and occasional overheating, radiator cap going bad, or you know the deal, windshield wiper going out. But he wasn't making too good of a living. So he got to think about what he could do, make a little better living, He committed, he's going to pump that gas, but he got to figure out, could I hire somebody? I don't know if I want to go through that hassle or not. And one day, this guy pulled in there and filled up his car. Said, fill it up. He went back there to fill it up. Back, most of the cars back in them days, the gas tank, you pull the tag flap. The tag was on like a flap. You pull the tag flap down. There's a spigot, unscrew it, gas in it. Anyway, of course, he noticed right away he's out of state. And yeah, put our check on the hood. He said, no. I don't need all that. It's good. I'm in a hurry. He said, oh, okay. So he went by there and cut him off just a little short, He said, $6. Oh, okay. Give him $6. And what the old Army vet had to do, he had to put in his left pocket, he put all the gas money for the day, you know, for Mr. Goldstein. And whatever he made went in his right pocket of his overalls. Pretty much what that in that right pocket was all that man had to his name, really. You know, someday he may have $200, someday he may have $8. So, you know, so hope somebody comes in here for an oil change. But, yeah, and so the city man got filled up, getting money, hit the old switch and said, chick, chick, chick. Sound like your battery dead. You better pop that hood. Pop the hood. Yep, battery dead. Well, put another one in it. Well, I don't sell batteries. He said, you better figure something out. I got that battery, I got to go. He said, oh, all right. Well, I could order one, but it'd be tomorrow before it get here. He said, man, you got to come up with something now. You don't understand, I got to go. He thought there, he said, well, you know, that pickup in the bay in there needs a water pump, and it won't be here till Friday. I guess I can, you know, let him borrow that battery. So he put the battery in the city fella's car, charged him whatever, put that money in his right pocket. He was off and gone. And he's sitting there saying, where in the heck I'm going to get a battery at to replace that? I ain't talking about no batteries. Ain't nobody that asked for no batteries. So, he kind of went, you know, parts store down there, picked that part up when it come in. Sometimes parts would come in on a bus line, and buses hauled a lot of people back in the days in traveling. They hauled a lot of freight too. Anyhow, so the guy said, well, you know, there's a battery plant over in Alabama. That's where they ship them to us from. So he rides over to Alabama, meets a few people, tells them, I said, yeah, we'll give you whatever batteries you want. Yeah. We got a starter pack, 12 batteries. We'll ship right to you. Little stand, you set them up. You don't have to pay us till you sell them. You know, I like this idea. All right. So that's what he done. He started, you know, rocked along there, and then all of a sudden, he and his wife died in a car wreck. Yeah, and they had a teenage son, 17 years old. All right, that was it. And of course, the old man Goldsmith called the boy up and said, hey, boy, you gonna come out here and pump gas? He said, no, Mr. Goldstein. He said, I don't know nothing about no auto. You know, they taught me carpentry in high school. I wish they did that more nowadays, teach the trades in high school. But anyway, so he said, well, you can come on down here and get your dad's tools and stuff. Man, the phone going crazy. So that's what he done. He went down there and getting his dad's tools and stuff, and then got them batteries. He had an old van back in, you know, trying to do a little carpenter work on the side. And he noticed some batteries, and, well, yeah, I guess they daddy's batteries. Got the batteries and everything. And the young fella thought about it and said, you know, got all these tools, I could sell them, keep some of them, you know. Do that. What am I going to do with these batteries? So he calls the battery place up, asked them they want to buy them batteries back, and told them where they come from, batteries. They said, well, actually, we just loaned him batteries to your daddy. He was paying us every time he sold one. So, you know, we technically ain't going to buy our own batteries back. He said, oh, geez, I didn't know all this. And I don't know what to do. And I said, sell them batteries. Sell them batteries. And then send us the money, don't worry about it. And all right. So he got to work selling them batteries. And then when he sold out, and people were still asking for batteries, because he was going around in his little van to all these different towns and putting about 2 batteries in each service station. The ones he didn't have to pay for. And the service station didn't have to pay for it. Back in those days, they called it fronting merchandise. You know, we put the merchandise out front, we're going to get our money later. Nowadays, somebody pays before it leaves the warehouse, I'll tell you that. That's how tight it's gotten. But anyway, the young lad there, you know, ended up, he lives here in town. He's older than I am now, so he's not a young lad, of course. And he's done very well. I remember him running around in that van. Anywhere he'd go and saw him or anything, he'd say, hey, down here, when you need a battery, let me know. I got some on the truck right now. You need one. Always just like that. Yeah, I think he's got a house in Costa Rica, and he's got a little dock, Fort Lauderdale, and a marina that keeps his boat. Fires it up once a week, drives it out in the water once a month, keeps a log on it. Yeah, he's doing right well. Yeah, he ended up being one of the largest battery distributors here in the Southeast. Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes, you know, you get pushed. But if you did the right thing like he did and said, all right, well, sorry, I didn't know my daddy owed you. I'll sell these batteries. Well, he did. They just kept fronting him batteries, and he'd pay him. He kept fronting him batteries. And he passed that strategy right on down to the retail level. Nowadays, people are just so dishonest. You can't do that. They crack the system. So anyway, that's the story of the battery man and his daddy, really, yeah. And how he got thrown into it, but how he took a negative and ended up being a positive for him. And, it's all because he believes in the Lord. You can't tell me no different. God bless y'all. It's Kirkpatrick. Adios.